explain to you something I didn't know when I was growing up. Okay, people are trying to kill me, and a lot of them are, I guess, the mob. And a lot of people are surrounding this guy and enslaving him. And so they were killing me through this Warner Brothers Disney group, Bob's Offspring X. Alex Asico, he's the main one. He worked in the White House. When I met my husband, I didn't know he was Jenna Bush's bodyguard that lived on the same street that where Bob's ex would stay. If she came to town, didn't half the time let us know, or the kids know she was there. I never spoke to her more than 30 words and all the time I've known Bob, because I think your past life is something you deal with. You know, I don't interfere, but they made our life a living hell. They even murdered my parents for no reason because they were angels. They murdered 4 other family members. And now, you know, I got an invite, and Frankie came to Lexington, and he wanted to see me, and he pulled up playing Sherry, because when I was a little girl, I met him at age 15, and I started doing promotional work and promoting him when he'd been blackballed, and I helped him make a comeback. I spent my youth doing it, and I paid for it out of the pocket. Went to Newark, gave him an award from the city, made it a holiday. Then I got him the key to the city a couple years ago from Newark. And it was just because I was loving. But now I had so many people impersonating him, telling me that he was in a forced marriage, or he was lonely, or it was elder abuse, or the people in his family where they said were even abusing him for his wealth and for his soul. And I didn't want to believe it, because I always respected his family. I went out to dinner with him and his mom, and I've been to his mom's house, and I didn't believe the bullshit. But yet when I was talking to someone impersonating him for 3 years, and he was telling me he had colon cancer, I was devastated. I thought he was being worked too hard. Found out it wasn't even him. But then when I did get to talk to him face to face, he just was kind. And Robbie, even in the group, said, whoever sent you that fake engagement ring, they're really playing you. It's not him. So Robbie, his guy's been with him, music conductor for 30 years. He started inviting me to his Jam and Java show every week, you know, to gab with all of everybody around him, his friends and stuff. And so now they're trying to say, marry the devil, kiss the devil. I don't know. And I got this devil on my property. But then they sent me a video yesterday of Paul Anka that said that Frank Sinatra was cruel, and that he's a mobster, and that he's government tied, and that he gets people in slavery. They said that before I went to bed. All I know is, had I known that that any of these evil Satan worshipers were near him, after the first time I met him at age 15, before I started promoting him, I would have had the innocence and the values to never ever get near the music industry for anything. But they try to trick you. So now they're acting like Frankie wants to marry me, but then the people around him are putting me down. They're saying, well, he wants to marry you, but the mob won't let him. He wants to love you because you've always had a special bond of connection spiritually, and that you and him are like twin flames. And you have the same look in your eye. You fought the same battle since you were born, because if you look at both of us, we're being assaulted by something, a dark entity, since we were small. And we both have turned to God. I've turned to God. I had a dream, and on the same night he had a dream of his mom, and his mom were washing these mobsters. She was with me, his mother. And I didn't know, and later he said, I had a dream of her the same night. I know her. And she was washing them, and she had me hand her the soap. And all these, I guess, mobsters, they were coming down, I guess it was Italy or somewhere. They were coming down the mountain. This is like, and they were all lined up, and she was scrubbing the hell out of them, like they're demons or devil out of them. And she was having me stand there. It was an old wash tub like Mary would use. She used to hang her clothes out. And she was scrubbing them. And she said she had to get them clean. Tell me that's not a spiritual sign.